Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, this is Steve Ball, restoring families, restoring families radio, custody wars. Look, I've got another story to bring to you guys, and it just can't be ignored. It's a story of corruption, foul play, murder. Man, it's so terrible. It is just disgusting. The story comes out of Easton, Pennsylvania. The Associated Press. A woman charged with killing and dismembering her adoptive daughter as part of a rape murder fantasy she and her boyfriend shared had previously worked as an adoption supervisor for a child's welfare agency, authorities said Monday. Sarah Packer worked as a supervisor at the Northampton County Children, Youth, and Families Division for adoptions between 2003 and 2010. She was suspended, the county stated. Packer was arraigned on Sunday on charges including criminal homicide, rape, and abuse of a corpse. Her boyfriend, Jacob Sullivan, was arraigned on similar charges. Packer said Sullivan didn't enter pleas and were denied bail, and no attorney information was available for them. But Sullivan apologized as she was led into court. The Intelligencer newspaper reported, "I'm sorry for what I did." Sullivan said, "It was wrong." Officials say 14-year-old Grace Parker was beaten, raped as her mother watched, was poisoned, and hours later was strangled in a stifling attic in July. I don't even want to read this. Investigators say the couple packed Grace's body with cat litter to mask the decomposition smells and stored her in the attic. Officials allege the couples dismembered the body in October after being scared by a police visit. Investigators say the couple packed... the girl's torso was found by hunters in Loudoun County on October 31st. Canine teams found her legs and arms nearby. A criminal complaint said Bucks County prosecutors said the days and hours leading up to Grace's killing were probably the most horrible and traumatic that any person should ever have experienced. Sarah Packer has previously been charged with child estrangement and obstruction. Police say she provided misleading information to investigators when reporting that Grace was missing from their Abington home in July. Authorities say after numerous unsuccessful attempts to contact Packer through August, on September 7th, investigators learned Grace and her younger brother had been withdrawn from the Abington School District. The investigation later revealed Packer had moved about 35 miles north to Quakertown without telling police and her 12-year-old adopted son. Grace's biological brother had been enrolled in Quakertown School District. Authorities said Packer kept cashing her daughter's monthly $700 Social Security check and updated disability forms in August without mentioning the girl's disappearance. It's unclear what the girl's disability was. Prosecutors said Sullivan began confessing to the killing overnight, Friday and into Saturday. Two workers at the hospital he began confessing to the killing. I'm sorry, this is just a terrible one to read, okay? Bear with me, guys. Prosecutors said Sullivan began confessing to the killing overnight, Friday into Saturday, to co-workers at the hospital where he was being treated. Northampton County Controller Stephen Barron Jr. told Allentown, the Morning Call newspaper, on Monday that Sarah Packer's employment status with the county was listed as suspended in 2010. but Barron said he had no details on why she had been suspended. According to court records, Packer's ex-husband, David Packer, was charged by Allentown police in 2 child sex abuse cases. In November 2010 and in January 2011, he pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 6 months to 5 years in prison. Records show that the couple divorced last June. David Packer's lawyer from his 2010 case said he couldn't comment on Monday. A man who answered the phone at Sarah Parker's father's home declined comment and hung up. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of those just terrible, absolutely horrific cases of lack of oversight, abuse of Title 4D and 4E. Again, there's only one responsible party at the end of the day. And they'll never see a trial. They'll never see tribulation. To them, it's another day at the office. And that person is the judge. Somebody said it was okay for these guys to take in children. Somebody said it was okay. Nobody checked in. This 14-year-old girl, brutalized. For this, drugs. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to foster some change. We have to. It's not even up for debate. Those of you that are in the Reformation movement, you know what I'm talking about. Stay strong. Stay with us. Stay in the game. Because that's all I have for now. This is Steve Ball with Custody Wars and Restoring Families Radio, Family Law Reform Movement, and I associate with many others. Please take this story to heart. This is sick shit. I'm signing out.